the LGBT, right? I think it's the most unfair group walking the planet right now. Just words, phrases like he, she, it, they, wait. We don't. How do we know? You're making it up as you go, and we don't. It's not like that's what I said. It's not like there's this dictionary of updates and we can sit there and click it and say, all right, I can't say, I can't. They took this out, right? They added this in. We're just learning.
Oh yeah.
Right. And that's really unfair that you can cancel somebody on a playbook that only you have.
But is he lying though? This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to extend the 4th of July sale for one more day. This is the last day for real. One more day. I feel like I didn't give an extended 4th of July weekend sale, so I'm going to do it one more day. 35% off. Put the discount in. That's link below. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification. Anytime I go live, make a video, make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Comment on the share the video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, finally a NBA player with a lot of courage. I'm just going to say that word. That's the PG word. That is the word that won't get me in trouble with parents who allow their children to watch my videos. He has a lot of courage to say the things that he's going to say. Now, this is what I want you to take from this video. I want you to consider, was what Gilbert Arenas said wrong or correct? Can you see what he's talking about, or is he completely mindless and oblivious to reality? I think he had one of the most profound, and he can work on his delivery a little bit, but I think he was incredibly profound at what he was trying to say about the minutia and the double standards from the LGBTQ. All right, let me play the video so y'all know that it ain't just me making this up, but Gilbert, he said it, not me. Roll the clip.
The LGBT, right? I think it's the most unfair group walking the planet right now.
How so?
They have a playbook that only they are playing by, that they can only see. No one else gets to see this playbook, but we're being judged by everything that's in this playbook, but we don't know it. So it's like, there's no open dialogue, right? There's no open dialogue about what is appropriate, what's not. We only find out after we fuck up. That's unfair, right? That's fucking unfair. You can't do that. You can't, how do I know something's wrong until you give it to me?
Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Just words, phrases like he, she, it, they, wait. We don't. How do we know? You're making it up as you go, and we don't. It's not like that's what I said. It's not like there's this dictionary of updates and we can sit there and click it and say, all right, I can't say, I can't. They took this out, right? They added this in. We're just learning.
Oh yeah,
right.
Now let me stop him there, and I know a lot of you guys would resonate with what he's saying. The LGBT, just say he finna get canceled already from just saying LGBT. He's supposed to say LGBTQIA plus, because then he's exclusionary, and the LGBT is not acceptable anymore. You got to put AARP plus two spirits and demonic. You got to put that on the end of it for it to be acceptable. You can't just look at a person and say, hey, ma'am, how you doing? But that's not acceptable no more. Even though a person looks like a woman, is presenting as a woman, you can't just say ma'am to somebody because they may be non-binary. How do you know what non-binary? How do you know what's queer and non-binary? What's the difference between queer and non-binary? Or is queer non-binary? How do we know? We don't even know what's past the LGBTQ plus. What's the rest of it? It's a plus there because there's more stuff. There's a concept called two spirits. What does that even mean? Why do we got to go and look up? You can't find it in a dictionary because it don't exist. We got to go look up some forum to figure out what two spirit mean and how to respect the person that claimed that they're two spirit as if they got it on their forehead. We don't know what they're doing. So no. For 0.1% of the population, we need to be walking on eggshells. It's like, we don't need to be, everything we do got to be surrounded by people that we'll never meet. I have probably never spoken to maybe in my whole life, I may have spoken to 2 trans people. But I'm supposed to walk on eggshells around every single person for the rest of my life until I run into 2 people that don't even abide by the principles. They not even on that stuff. They don't even believe in the LGBTQ stuff. I'm walking on eggshells for the rest of my life to potentially run into people that don't even care about it. Okay.
And that's really unfair that you can cancel somebody on a playbook that only you have.
Yeah.
Right? Like having an argument with someone from the LGB. Suicide. Right? Here's why. They have the whole dictionary to use against you. Right? They can say whatever they want. They can technically make a straight man gay by saying, hey, yo, you look like a gay guy. You look like this, and call you all kind of gay words, which is technically offensive, right? Mm-hmm. So a straight man. Soon as I say something back that's gay, I'm canceled now. Like, how does that work?
Let me explain that, because I get what he's trying to say. What he's saying is that they can mock you, they can use words against you and call you gay, right? What people do to a lot of men, especially black men, to emasculate you, they throw the whole gay thing in your face. Oh no, he gay. Oh, he gay. He must be gay. Oh, he feminine. He's soft. They do all this to you. And then if you defend yourself and say, man, I'm not gay, man, I don't fool around like that. Oh no, now you're homophobic. Because what's wrong with being gay? It's like, well, I'm not gay. What's wrong with it then? Oh, since you don't want to be gay, you must be homophobic. It's like, well, come on, bro. That is asinine. But they do that. They are willing to target you and use gay against you to emasculate you as a man. If you defend yourself and say that you're not gay, or you have a problem with the homosexual lifestyle, now you're a transphobic. Now you're homophobic. If you simply say, I disagree with allowing a minor to undergo irreversible surgery, now you're a homophobic. They have created a term of engagement. You can't even have a conversation if you disagree with any element of what they're doing, what they're participating in. This is what Gilbert Arenas is saying. And people have to be cognizant and brave enough to just come out and say it. But they're afraid of getting canceled, just like he said. The fact that Gilbert didn't say LGBTQA plus or whatever, LGBTQ plus, they gonna cancel him. He said LGB. Maybe he said LGBT or LGB or something like that. And that's not enough for them. This stuff goes on and on and on. Let him finish what he got to say, and I'm going to finish it up.
Well, I mean, look.
Even us talking about it makes us feel uncomfortable because we know there's going to be backlash, but it's truth. You can use whatever vocabulary against me. I get to go back. Now it becomes, you get to use LGB. Can't do that.
Now, Vlad trying to be politically correct some cases, so he probably has a rebuttal to this. But I think Gilbert Arenas was 100% accurate about saying, hey, man, look, you guys have to be open to criticism in the LGBT. We may not think that what you're doing is valid, just like you may not think what Christians do is valid. How is it that you can criticize Christianity, but Christians can't criticize you? It's very simple. I think everybody should treat others with respect and dignity. That don't mean you have to agree with them. That don't mean you have to allow what they do into your business. And that's not discriminating. That's just you saying, look, I have religious principles that are against what you're doing in your decision making. And I don't have to abide by that. Same thing they can do to us. If you're an establishment, and they probably do this all the time. If you're an establishment and you're LGBTQ pro or whatever the case may be, they likely would not hire a person that's a Christian. And that's totally fine. But if you do the reverse, somehow you're a bigot. There should be a term that we say, because you can be Islamophobic. You can be, what they call it, anti-Semitic. But what happens when you hate Christians? What happens when you do something against Christians? There's no term for that. There's no anti-Christian. There's no term for being anti-Christian. Isn't that ironic? Anyway, I can go down a rabbit hole this for 100 years. What do you think about what Gilbert Arenas said? Comment in the comment section, like and subscribe to the channel, get you one of these shirts. I'll see you on the next one.